Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We are live. Welcome to the Daily Bone podcast. We got a lot to cover today to round out the week. We're going to be discussing the upcoming Roaring Kitty stream as people are calling a billionaire with a B if all things play out according to plan. But it's a little bit of a sticky situation. We're going to break it down and what it might mean for the corresponding meme coins that are trading side by side with it. We're also going to be talking a little bit about the celebrity meme coin saga. We had Hulk Hogan claiming he was hacked and then getting it. It was a little bit of a sticky situation. And then we're going to do a little segment at the end of the show, just talking general portfolio allocation strategy, how I'm very curious how Signal, Easy Kicks, and maybe Nick, who might be joining today's show, are thinking about it. I'm getting a little nervous. I have a lot of questions that I want to ask you guys, but it's going to be a kick-ass show. Real quick, I don't want to diverge the show too much because I know we have a lot to cover, but I was down at the hotel lobby today. There's a free complimentary breakfast that I was unaware of. I had cereal for the first time in like 3 years.
What kind?
Captain Crunch.
Ah, great choice. Oh my God. Oh, with the color berries in it?
You know.
Where's the milk?
No milk. I just nice and dry. I like it crunchy. But what I wanted to bring up was I used to eat this every single morning. This has so much sugar. It's the most unhealthy thing I've ever seen. And I think
I think you stopped eating it in New York, right? Because it was too expensive. Was that right?
Yeah.
I remember that you had that photo of Captain Crunch, you complaining how expensive it was. And now I know why you don't have milk, because you can't afford it, which is sad.
That's brutal.
Inflation's so bad, you can't afford the milk to go with the cereal. It's just dry cereal.
Crunchy Captain Crunch, man. I mean, like, talk about like you're worried about the sugar. You should be worried about like the cuts in your gums from just like chewing into that just hard.
Dude, he's better off packing like long cut tobacco and just
with the
shredding
micro
apart
beads.
his mouth. Like you're better off, like at least that gives you a head rush. The other one just gives you a sugar rush, which leaves you feeling like shit after.
I have also never been to a hotel that serves Captain Crunch for breakfast. I don't know. Maybe that's a US thing versus an EU thing. But that's like going to over here. That's like going to a hotel and like seeing Cocoa Pops and what was a tiger, like the Roaring Tiger cereals from when you were a kid at
Frosted
the breakfast buffet. Frosted Flakes. Thank you.
Frosted Flakes.
Clemente, you need to give me that address. We need to know where to get the breakfast cereals that we had as kids.
Did it come in a little box or did they have the big box? Like the single serve box?
It was a big ass like tube basically where you like open it up and it's like.
Oh, so they've been sitting for a minute.
Oh yeah, they've been marinating just out there, but they're crunchy. Like they're not. I'm actually surprised by the reaction about the dry cereal. I used to just crush dry cereal. It's like goldfish, right? You just
It's not quite like goldfish.
Huge fan of goldfish. But there's been huge advancements. Goldfish now they have goldfish colors, and they actually instead of food dye they use vegetable juices to make different colored goldfish, and
that's
taste
way
a little
less fun, dude.
too.
That's way less fun. Like, dude, forever chemicals are electric, dude. I finally went through and looked at like what was in the Celsius cans. I drink like 4 of a day, and there's like 6 to 7 forever chemicals per can. So like my body at this point is basically like, I feel like
dude, you're
Man.
fine because it's forever in the water. You just piss it out.
Yeah,
it's not staying in you forever. It's just it's staying in the world.
No,
forever.
I think it does stay in you forever. That's the whole thing.
I don't.
It just compounds. Like
I
feel like Wolverine.
That's like climate change, man. They're trying to get you to, all of a sudden.
I don't know, man. Al Gore wasn't wrong. I'm just saying, Al Gore wasn't wrong.
See the way he said Ice Age, right?
Yeah.
Hey, he was right, just directionally wrong. It's kind of like longing Bitcoin, and it goes up 100%, and you shorted it, but you were like, I was right. It made a big move.
Yeah.
It made a big move.
They didn't lie. They just lied in the direction that I was.
I was right on volatility.
So one last.
Why?
Shut up, Nick. We can't even hear you, dude.
7 miles away, dude. You sound like you're in the Ice Age. Dude's living 400 years in the past the way he's talking.
Dude, on his fucking Nokia.
Yeah, dude. Like, freaking jabroni.
You got to pull the
here.
fucking cord up to call
dude's got a car phone. He's getting driven around by his chauffeur, pulling it out of the little armrest.
So one last. Okay, I know we should start the show, but last thing I'll say is just a quick little story. So I had lunch. I was at Pio's apartment like 2 days ago, and he whips out. He was fired up. He's like, "Hey, dude, we were making lunch at his place, and he whips out this contraption. I took a picture of it, and it's like this orange juice presser." And he's like, "Yeah, man, Bought this thing at Amazon, $70. You know the best thing about it? This is how the Romans, he's how the cavemen were, this is how people were making orange juice 2,000 years ago. So I'm going right back to the source. Don't buy the bullshit like orange juice at all these grocery stores. If it comes in a plastic bottle, you're already fucked. I come in here, watch this, and he just starts pounding oranges into the glass. It tastes fantastic. Yeah, there was pulp. There was pulp.
Are you a pulp guy?
I didn't mind it. It was fantastic oranges, but Pio was so fired up about this contraption, and he was just crushing oranges into the juice.
Pio, sorry, Clemente, for Pio's house tonight. It's Friday. He's already got the orange crusher. You guys are about 85% of the way from making the best summer drink ever. It's called an orange crush. Okay. You need freshly squeezed orange juice. You need 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of orange liqueur. So you have to go pick that up. And then like 3 to 4 ounces of like Sprite or 7-Up, some sort of lemon lime soda. And then a little orange wedge as a garnish. Phenomenal summer drink. It would actually be better to have that Saturday in the daytime than Friday night. But just throwing that out there, he's got the orange crusher. You're pretty much all the way there to make that.
It was fantastic orange juice. I'll give him that. But it was just funny seeing how excited he was about like, hey, dude, don't let the propaganda, don't let him get to you.
How many bananas did he eat while you were with him?
He was only at 2. He was only at 2, but he's like, I got the rest of the day. I'm going to pound like 3 more bananas.
Yeah, he probably sleeps so good. He's got so much magnesium. That's what we do to my kids. We feed them bananas so they don't wake up at night.
That's exactly what Pio does. All right. Well, let's kick off the show. It's going to be a good one. I'm fired up. It's a beautiful day here in the Big Apple. But Kicks, do we have you for the weather report today? Let's kick things off. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to try a new voice. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today's Friday, June 7th. ETH market volume coming in $10 million. Solana 3.1, Ordinals 1.9. Looking over at NFT market leaders, we got Ethereum, Oniforce. Remember them? They've done a 2x. They're up to 0.29 floor. Jack Butcher, he's not going anywhere. Checks up 60% to 0.29 ETH. On Blast, Blastopians are down 30% to 0.07 ETH. Let's move over to Solana. We got Mad Lads up another 5% thanks to Mama Iggy, 65 Solana. Finally, on Ordinals, Pizza Ninjas are up 20% to 0.14 Bitcoin. Bitcoin Puppets down a little bit, 0.17, still up 70% off the lows at 0.1 Bitcoin. Quick crypto roundup here. Majors down slightly on the day with Bitcoin down 0.5%, just below 71K. ETH down just shy of 2% to 3780. And Solana just below 170 or 169. Over on the meme coin front, we got some action. Kitty up 150%. GME on ETH up 88%. If you don't want to buy it there, you can go to Solana, buy GME there, up 65%. Also, you can scoop up AMC over there, up 36%. Brett on base, just continuing to cook. Just the most artificial weird pump I've ever seen in my life. Don't know a single person that is excited about this thing. It's up to $1.7 billion. Over the past 24 hours, the Roaring Kitty YouTube channel scheduled a live stream for noon Eastern today. This caused the GameStop stock price to rise from $35 to a high of $64 last night. Then this morning, GameStop said, no, we want to sell too. We're going to sell $75 million shares. The stock plummeted back down to $35. Next up, it was reported that investment giant Franklin Templeton is considering a new crypto fund that would invest in crypto assets other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. This fund would be separate from the other fund filings and would target institutional investors. Finally, Hulk Hogan's account got hacked yesterday and posted a now deleted tweet promoting a Hulk token on Solana. The Hulk token topped out at $20 million before the tweets were deleted, and now sits at 1.6 million. That's it for your weather. Back to you in the studio. Looks like it's pumping off the lows.
Let's go. Yeah, I saw it. A great weather report, Kicks. Real quick, before we talk about the newsletter, I want to give a quick shout out to the partner of today's show, Tensor. Tensor is the leading marketplace for pro traders on Solana. Go check them out at tensor.trade. They're also doing an activation and giving back all marketplace fees to people that buy Aurorian. So go check them out. dare I say, we're seeing a little bit of positive price action on some of these NFTs, which we're going to break down a little bit later on the show. But go check them out. Tensor.trade, the leading Solana NFT marketplace. Some stories from the Daily Bone newsletter. You can go subscribe at bodagos.com. Very first story, Coinbase announced the launch of their smart wallet. This is the one we've been talking about for quite some time, right, Easy? This is the one that's going to onboard the masses, allegedly.
Yeah, just like the NFT marketplace. Both of them just great products. No, I mean, this is actually pretty cool. Got him. The thing that I like about this, though, if you've seen in Coinbase, you can now text somebody meme coins. Like I can text you and send you Brett just off your phone number.
Why did this video not show any sort of interface whatsoever for the actual wallet? It would be awesome if they actually had a demo. Instead, this is just like animations of nothing.
Nick, just use your imagination, dude. It's Web3. Like, just if you picture it, it works. There's not much else you can ask for. All right.
Simplified transactions and gas. I mean, this looks pretty. I do like the animations. It helps my it really helps my short attention span.
Dumb brain.
Yeah, exactly. It just like is throwing up a bunch of like
colors.
Wallet, create wallet. This is
new technology. Fast speed.
They're also doing a little bit of a commemorative NFT mint. All 10 million of these have been minted so far.
That's fantastic. I own 200 of them. Someone said, "Yeah, dude, maybe this is like worth something someday." No, what it is not worth is the $6,000 in ETH I spent on them.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next story, real quick. We have the Wormhole announcing governance is live for their W token holders. Easy, do you own any Wormhole? I know we were talking about it in other times. What's the price action looking like here? I thought it was at 60 cents for a little while. What are we checking in on Wormhole? Oh, it's up 73 cents. It's up 17% in the last 24 hours.
A lot of people want to vote. They want to participate in the governance. And that's phenomenal to see.
Exactly. Next story is Kraken is in talks for a pre-IPO fundraising round, according to Bloomberg.
Nice.
We'll see how that plays out. Next story,
we have better to have a duopoly, Clemente, than a monopoly. Just Coinbase, only publicly traded exchange. We need Kraken to compete. Nick has an illustrious history with them as well. So
he does. And we have Pio has actually been talking about this for quite some time. He's been calling for it. So good call from him. Next story from the newsletter, we have YOLO Games teasing Stakeland for their upcoming, I believe it's the YOLO token. Easy, you are one of their more power users. Looks like you're going to be getting a nice airdrop from this potentially.
I have 2.3 million points, and I think like 67 ETH traded or something on it. Quote traded. Yeah, I hope it pays.
Yeah, I want to take you to Vegas sometime.
Sorry. So what do I need to do with all my points over here?
Nothing. If you have points, there's a claim.
Nick, you've been gambling too?
It's not gambling, dude. I just have. I had bought that Captain. Remember?
Captain Company.
What's that?
Captain.
Nick, you're earning meme land, by the way, every single day.
Oh, you're talking on the meme land side. Gotcha.
Isn't that what I'm using in order to get this stuff here? Isn't that what the numbers?
Well, you have to stake the meme, but yeah. And if you stake your Captain, that meme gets put in the pool, and now you're getting more stuff.
I staked my Captain.
Then you're good. Yeah. So you're actually earning more meme than you've purchased. Like, it continues to accrue.
Dude, you're getting 3% of YOLO supply, Nick, for doing nothing. You're no Captain, or you're no Pudgy Penguins yet, but Captain's coming pretty close to that. I think Captains and Pudgy Penguins may be like 6 months from now, people will write like, this is the way that NFT projects are supposed to be done.
I staked 53,000 meme token, and I have 458,000 stakes.
Nice.
Oh, man. Yeah, you'll be eating good.
I don't know.
Captains are at 3.7 ETH. They got all the way down to 2.9, but they're up a nice 30% in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi is not best, buddy.
You're chopping.
It's okay.
Am I good now? Yeah. I might need to switch Wi-Fi. Okay, just ping me if it acts up again. Okay. Last story from the newsletter. We have jackpot hit yesterday for Gold Melio. This came out to it's only a 500 NFT collection. So it came out to over 100 gold per NFT held. So that was a very nice payout. Those are your stories from the newsletter. One quick action on what to watch for today. There is a Unisat pizza airdrop that began yesterday. This is what we were talking about last week, where if you went in, if you press the buttons and you claimed this airdrop, now it's being sent out. Ray, our quant, is saying that it's trading at roughly $5.70 per token, and there were 100 tokens that you could claim. So that comes out to $570 a pop. So we'll see.
I didn't fucking click these buttons.
Yeah, I didn't click them either. And our entire team, Kicks, didn't give us any insight on this.
Here's the thing, and we can't even blame the team at this point. All this AI, Chat GPT, $100 billion. Fucking make a button clicker AI, okay? Where you log on my computer, you go around, you click the buttons for me, and I don't have to do this. I shouldn't have to know about an airdrop, claim an airdrop, right? That airdrop, my little stupid AI guy should go out, talk to the other AI guys, figure out what needs to be done today, get it done, post me a report. Sick and tired of it.
I'm sick and tired of it as well, dude. This shit is getting out of control. I'm fucking
Clemente
pissed
told
off.
you to piss the buttons last week, Nick. Just he lit, like we were talking about it on the show, and he said you should go claim this because it might be interesting. And then you said, tell me what buttons to click. And then I can't remember where the rest of that conversation went, but I do remember
the rest
he
of
told
it
you
went was like, cool, I'll tell you about it later.
No, we actually literally went to the website. I pressed the button live in front of everyone.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I think it was.
You said if you've ever used Unisat wallet, or was it Unisat wallet? I forget which one it was.
It was just
and literally showed it. He's like, if you've ever opened this wallet, follow these steps.
I don't think I was on the show then.
I actually think maybe Nick wasn't on the show. Pio, I remember making a comment. Pio made a comment that it was like, oh, it's only $100. Like, oh, okay. And he just didn't do it because it was only $100. But okay,
It's like that's one orange crusher. Already got one.
Okay, all right. Well, let's move on. I want to talk about the Roaring Kitty stream, and this is actually developing into quite the situation. There's a live stream happening at noon Eastern today. There are already 30,000 people in the waiting room waiting for this thing to go live.
Dude, they're shilling so many tickers. They're shilling so it's impressive the number of tickers I've seen in that chat. Like high key, I'm watching it. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. It's got to be a good like every 30 seconds you see a new ticker in there. It makes sense. It makes sense. In 2.5 hours we have this live stream. I think as a company we have to block our calendars and watch it in unison.
I'm definitely down to do that.
We do have a weekly team meeting, so I think we actually pivot that and just slap that on the big screen and watch. Clemente, I know you're a diehard TradFi guy, huge TradFi guy. Do you think he exercises his call options?
That was what I was going to ask you is, can you explain this break? Like what's going on here? So I see a bunch of people saying that if this thing hits $69, he's going to become a billionaire. And then we have other people saying that he can't actually become a billionaire because as soon as he starts trying to get out of these positions, that it causes a domino rally, that this dump is going to happen. Can you just break down this predicament that we're watching right now?
Wow,
I don't know what's going to break down worse, your audio or me talking about exercising call options.
I'm going to switch my Wi-Fi real quick.
Okay.
Please, easy.
Yeah, so I do think the big thing with this is I think he exercises the call options, which means that they have to give him the shares for this. If they do, a short squeeze, I feel like is inevitable. Like that's a big thing here. He has the cash, like almost the exact amount of cash needed to exercise the call options he has. And you could see a nice rally.
I didn't realize we would be cutting out like this. Okay, cool.
Well, we're doing great, man. If you could just hush up a little bit.
We're doing fine. Yeah. Can you stop?
If you can just mute the mic, turn off the camera, and sit back and relax a little bit. All right. We got this, Chief. Nick, do you think he exercises the call options?
I mean, why wouldn't you do everything required to become a billionaire in this case? Like what?
Yeah.
How are we?
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing is anyone who's like trading this right now. Dave Portnoy ended up making money on his trade after going on and complaining about how he always gets screwed on these trades. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it makes the most sense to just exercise this, print as much capital as possible, and hang out. You know, like.
Well, he doesn't have enough money to necessarily exercise the options 100%. You would instead close the option position.
So sell the options, not exercise.
Yeah, he
I
would.
thought he
Is
had
there even
exactly
enough
to exercise.
But can you only sell the option if there's a buyer on the other side?
Uh,
Exercising, you can just do without a counterparty.
Yeah, you can do without a counterparty, but there's bid offers on those options still. So you may not get a fill at the exact value. Like you may have to scale down based on the bids.
Your brokerage firm would usually be the place that you would talk to, and they're often the counterparty. I saw that E-Trade had wanted to shut down his account. I think they wanted to shut down his account because they're screwed on this trade.
They're gonna liquidate the company if he fucking exercises this shit.
Oftentimes,
I think this guy's a fucking legend, dude. Because you pull it off once, maybe someone can say there's a little bit of luck involved, right? Like, maybe you just right place, right time, COVID, stimmy, funny money. But to do the same thing on the same company a second time, like, who the fuck is this guy? What kind of drugs is he taking? Is he on the limitless pill? I'm not even joking. Is he on the limitless pill? Because it seems like he's like Lisan Al-Gaib. He can see the future. He's prescient. He is prescient. He can see there's many paths ahead, but for him, it's not cloudy. It's clear. He sees the golden path. And it's him getting rich as fuck.
Easy. On this note, do you have any exposure? Are you trading this at all? In whether on the meme coin side, the stock side, we saw the GME stock is extremely volatile. There were a bunch of different.
I traded Roaring Kitty Live. That was the ticker I picked yesterday.
That's a great ticker.
200%. Right when he announced the live stream, got out, got profit. I printed on Hulk yesterday too. Shout out Hulk Hogan. I got out before it turned out he was hacked.
Yeah,
got it.
Me too.
Yeah, I made like a disgusting amount of money on it. Shout out.
I did
BullX.
not make it disgusting. I did not make.
I made
it
400 Solana on it.
Easy to get out of that position. What did you have to pay?
Well, I market scaled out, so I was selling like small batches between 8 and 10 million instead of like full nuking the chart. My sales still had like it sent it from 8 million, or it sent it from 8 to 10. Then at around 10, it sent it back down to 6 by the time I exited the full thing. So like I had a lot.
And why did you exit? Because there was no sign that this was a rug until we knew it was a rug.
It's probably because it was up $68,000.
Yeah, I was up so much money. I got like 2 SOL in, or maybe 1 SOL in at Pump.fun at 45K, and then another 25 SOL in at 1.6 million. Because I missed the initial tweet before. I just saw it on Pump.fun. I've been using this thing called BullX, BullX.io. It's like absolute. It's incredible. Like this app is so good.
BullX.io.
Yeah, I'll send you there's like a 70,000 person wait list. But after I posted that I liked the platform, they gave me a way to basically skip the line. So I shared it in Bodoggos yesterday for anyone that wants to try it. You can skip the wait list with it. And it has like this like monitor that you can use where you can see volume. And I saw the volume the second this token launched, and it was absurd. It did like 1 million in volume before it even hit Radium. So I was like, okay, this is an outlier. Threw a little bit in at it. And then by the second it hit Radium, it did $7 million in volume in 3 minutes. And I was like, holy shit, like there's something here. It's either a Cabal coin or something. Like this is crazy. So I just dumped money into it because I was like, this maybe goes to 3 million. And then it just kept going. And but when it hit like 8 to 10, I was like, I have to exit this now. I don't care if it goes higher. And it did. It went up to 18 million. So I left 400 SOL on the table. But like to me, I was like, I'm content. Like I'm totally like, this is a ludicrous win on 25 SOL. Like this is an 8x, like that's crazy on size. Absolutely crazy.
You're about to be a seed investor at this bit. You're about to be
like
Roaring Kitty himself, dude.
I basically
started with 50K.
Yeah, exactly. So it was an insane win. I wasn't expecting it at all. And it happened in like less than an hour. So I actually did the right thing after that and just stopped trading.
I think I'm going to launch an easy token on Pump.fun right now, actually.
Call it the Howling Puppy. That's easy.
That's a good ticker. Howling Puppy is a good ticker, but this UI is just great in comparison. Like I've been a big Photon guy for a while, and what's funny is the Photon team actually messaged me to be like, "What do you like about BullX?" And neither one of them sponsored me, so I just gave them candid feedback about it. I was like, "Yeah, here's what I like about this and why I'm using it right now." So it has an airdrop coming up next week too, so maybe I get some free money for volume.
BullX or Photon?
BullX. BullX.io.
So
it's from the Alpha Sharks team. If you remember that ETH NFT, they launched this. So like they're still building stuff, which is pretty dope. Like that's the thing. They're still trying. But they have this thing called Pump Vision on BullX that just gives you like where tokens are, what's about to go to Radium, what's not. And you can kind of just track and watch volume on there and see how many people are in, how much volume is moving on it, what's going on with it. And it just works really well. Like this is probably one of the better platforms where I've gotten rugged less. I've seen like it tells you really quickly if like devs have sold supply. It's pretty crazy. Like that's the thing is I've found the platform that I'm a fan of and has done a good job where you can try to find like the right meme tokens. Like when Roaring Kitty announced that live, I opened this and just waited for a ticker that looked good with a decent name and just bought into it. And like, yeah, there's like 4 others after it that didn't do as well, but it's kind of just first movers advantage.
So Easy, can you share your strategy? Because I think there's a lot of people listening that are interested in meme coins, that are interested in getting in and just want to hear your strategy a little bit more because you're in and out extremely fast. I know you've been actually getting into some higher market cap positions, but can you give a quick like 60-second rundown of how you're thinking about the current meme coin landscape and making money off of it?
For me, it's more just like I like to keep my size not too aggressive. Like there's some people who throw 5 to 10 soul at stuff. I keep my size between like 1 and 3 soul, and I'm not looking for like massively insane wins. Like I'm looking for like a 2x I'm content with. 50%
and that's at lower market caps too, right? You're putting in
so
1 to 3 soul like sub $1 million.
Yes, sub $1 million. I mean, dude, for some of these, I'm looking at like 70 to 150K, like really low to just go to 300K because the volume right now is so aggressive that you're seeing a bunch of coins rally really quickly to that 300K, 250K market cap, where if you get in at 100K, you're up 2x, you know? And to me, that's a great win. Like I'm just constantly trying to add to the soul position. And even right now, I'm like, some of these gains, I'm even more comfortable going into USDC and waiting for a soul pullback. Like I'm seeing some people I trust on the page. Jobs report hit today where I'm like, okay, jobs are still red hot. So like the market's not bad, which is bad for risk on assets because that means the likelihood of rate cutting is much slimmer. If job market's hot, it means that a recession isn't as inbound. But to the meme coin side, I look for stuff that has volume that's close to hitting Radium. And if I can get in at like the 50 to 60K market cap, yeah, I did just say I put 25.
But he followed his rules. He put in 3 soul before when it was on Radium at 35K market cap,
45K, and then it got to Radium, and I added way bigger because the volume was so insane that I was like,
and you added at 3 million.
Yeah. So then I watched it rally, and I couldn't even exit at 3 million when I probably wanted to originally because it just kept going. Like there wasn't a red candle on the 1-minute chart until 8 million.
So I just want to point something out here because a lot of people are looking for like what the alpha play is, and I have it. I'm about to pull it up. Notice that Filecoin is up 9.38% right here. Now, this is just
breaking out nicely.
This is a very significant move. A lot of the audience has been paying attention to the Filecoin price action as of late, and just wowie, you know?
And Nick, if I may provide a little context to you, this may be pumping on the news that Adobe is trying to steal everybody's content on their cloud servers.
Do you think that's the reason?
I don't know, but I mean, it is an interesting coincidence.
I mean, I don't know what's causing all this Filecoin action, if I'm being completely honest here, but just wow, you know, it's just incredible. It's almost as powerful. Look at you making 9% gain. That's basically almost as much as Easy made yesterday.
Yeah, why make 68K when you make a solid $60, you know, on a trade like this?
Exactly.
Nick, we saw them at Consensus. They had a Consensus big old display, and they look good. We were Easy, and I were like, "Yo, that's Filecoin. That's Filecoin. That's very bullish for Filecoin." So,
is it?
I don't think so. Actually,
I spent a lot of money on that booth, dude. A lot of money.
Easy. I wanted to ask on the Hulkcoin, there's sort of like a lesson for other people. It's like a lot of people got burnt on Hulk yesterday. Basically, I think from when the timeline started talking about it to when it rugged, it must have been less than 45 minutes. And so like, I just want to understand from your point of view, like, were there any signs that you saw in the trading pattern, maybe that the liquidity or the wicks on the candles that just sort of made you nervous and like I should get out of this rather than, you know, holding this for even another hour?
There was multiple $4 million market cap swings on the same candle. Like I saw multiple 100 buys and sells within like 30 seconds, which means it was getting mev-botted pretty hard. And the main thing that I watch for on like BullX and like something I actually like is it shows you the number of buys and sells in real time. So like I want to find a ticker that's not too bad here that I can actually share my screen on. And I'm not buying this. I don't own this. So the literal only reason I want to share this is to just show you one
learning purposes only.
Yeah, I'm not buying this. This is literally going to zero. The only reason I want to share this though is this little section down here, market trades. It shows you total number of buys and total number of sells in the 5-minute window. So on the Hulk coin, it got up to 1,000 buys and 200 sells, which means that the buy pressure was significantly outweighing. And this holder number kept rising, which meant new people were buying in. What led to me scaling out around that 8 to 10 range was the buys dropped to 700 and sells went up to 400. So you started seeing more sell pressure than buy pressure. And the holder count basically stayed stagnant, which like
what site is this?
This is BullX. I'll send you a link right now to skip the thing. Yeah, I'll send you this right now in private. I've posted it in the Bodagos chat too, but this will let you skip the line. The thing though is this whole like section here is what I mainly watch is holder count, buys and sells. Because if there's more buys than sells and holder accounts going up, that means that there's more buy pressure and new participants entering a coin, which is where I was like, okay, that's perfect. When Hulk slowed down on that, that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to start scaling out here.
What is this token?
I'm not buying this token. I'm literally showing this because all the other ones were somewhat racist and I couldn't pull those ones up.
I understand. What's the market cap of this token we're looking at?
479 million, 479K, about $500,000.
I'm seeing a lot of green on it.
Yeah, boy, what is it?
This is Roaring Kitty Live, a different Roaring Kitty Live that dropped today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty good chart. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is a pretty good chart.
Let me pull up this chart. I'm like, well, that's
a pretty good chart. It's actually pretty good. Holding a nice uptrend, to be honest here.
Guys, do not buy this. Do not buy this. But the chart's looking pretty good.
The chart's looking pretty good. If it dips down to about a 350K market cap, I may get in. Personally, just saying. But
right. How do you find this token? Like what?
So
where
I use Pump Vision. Pump Vision is the main ticker section I like because in this on BullX, it shows what new tokens have launched on the left side, what's about to go to Radium in the middle, and then what's on Radium on the right. So that's where I'm like, the main ones I like are about to graduate. So they haven't quite hit Radium yet. But like Roaring Turtle here has 141 holders, 43K market cap. On Andrew Tate coin, 116 holders. You want this to usually, for me, be over 100. When you have something like 35 here, this is a perfect example. Lil Apey, terrible ticker name, huge green candle. Let's look at the holders. The dev owns 27% of the token. So the likelihood of the dev dumping on you the second this goes to Radium is extremely high. So
and ideally, what would that number be? What would that number be?
I like 7% and under. Like sometimes like a dev will buy 10% and burn 5% of it, but I like 7% and under. That's the thing. Like that's where I'm like, okay, this feels pretty good at this point. But I normally just kind of leave this up on one of my monitors. Like I have 3 monitors and I'll leave this up. And then if something interesting pops up, it seems like a decent spot to trade. The other thing is I like to take a decent amount of my Solana out of this because if I leave a lot in there, I'll just buy a bunch of dumb shit. So I'm always taking money out because it's like Photon. You have to send money into a custodial wallet. The other thing is it has multiple chains. So like we can trade ETH Blast based on this.
The link you gave was a Telegram link. So does this operate as like a regular
connects through Telegram? So that's the login. Your Telegram's the login, and it'll actually give you notifications on this because unlike Photon right now, okay, that one's migrating. Unlike Photon, which what I've heard is Photon just rolled this out. This has take profit and stop losses on Memecoins. So you can actually set limit orders where it'll sell and it gives you warnings like this one's 36% of the top 10 holders own it, but Dev only owns 6% of supply. So not too bad. We're looking at the 30-second chart.
How much sold did he put into BullX?
I put 5 in to start. I'm currently at 13 and I've taken out 400 or so. Which is great. Yeah, I've done really well on this, but that's like, I just like these tools because it gives me all the data that I want to look at. So like the limit orders are great because if something gets rugged, you can actually set a limit order and it'll try to execute before that rug's happening or while it's happening in real time. So like you can set a sell limit to try to get out if it's going poorly.
It's pretty wild, like the technology that's being built on top of Pump.fun, you know, in terms of
well, dude, it's just like you don't need a full developer team anymore to launch like culture coins. Like Iggy Azalea launched a token without a developer team, and that thing's now sitting at over 200 million. You know, like
and And it also feels like the infrastructure to be able to bring the portfolio tools to traders for meme coins. It's like that technology is already there. It wasn't like, oh, we need to build an NFT market. Like if you go back to 2021 and we were asking for an activity feed, right? Rather than relying on spreadsheets. I don't know how long that took to come out, but it took ages. Now it just seems like when it comes to trading coins, like the technology releases and the product updates are so much faster. And the fact that you have a platform like BullX already overtaking Photon in terms of the discoverability of meme coins, that seems to be where this is really strong, the discoverability, and then having sort of like the limit orders. It just goes to show you how fast this market is moving and how much sort of more investment companies are willing to put in it in order to essentially make money and revenues from the market.
Who's buying this thing, by the way? You guys sent it to 500K.
I mean, the ticker's live. It makes sense.
I mean, dude, it looks fantastic. This is like the best.
Chart looks great. Chart looks great.
It actually looks artificially
I was gonna say,
good.
Clemente, share that link because a bunch of the people are asking what's the link.
I just shared it. Check out the
and that'll let you skip the wait list. So one thing I have to say, you need to set a username for your Telegram to get in. That's the only requirement they have, is your Telegram needs to have a username, because you'll see like that's literally the only login is your Telegram, and then it'll give you push notifications in there. The other thing I want to acknowledge is you can also export your BullX wallet into a Telegram bot. So that way you can trade on the go.
Sell pressure on this, but for some reason I just bought a bunch, so I'm trying to figure out whether or not that was a good idea.
But now we're seeing more sells than buys. Now buys are still coming in. The other thing I like is it'll show top holders.
I'm down 8%. That was a fast way to lose money.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, dude. Don't buy this shit.
Nick, on this note, while we're talking about meme coins, before we move on, you've actually, I think you're a pretty proficient meme coin trader in a way where you're not so in the trenches like Easy, but I think you have a good way of kind of sensing sentiment, getting in and out. Are you still in the Iggy token? I think or the mother token, you made a 4x on it, I believe, as of yesterday.
Yeah, I'm up 400%. I still have some. It looks like I have 6 Solana remaining in there, but that's just the remainder chilling. I've sold a decent amount for profit. I don't know about this token anymore.
I literally said don't buy it, dude. This shit is up to 500K. It went up $200,000 in market cap by the time
he's chopping his fucking feet, man. Who cares? I'll tell you what, though, Clement, I played some tuition in the meme coin university over the past 2 weeks, and not looking good for the boy over here. Let me tell you what. But it's okay. You know, this is how you learn. You know, don't buy dumb shit. You know, buy the good stuff. So I'm still optimistic. You know, I still got some Solana left.
And look, I thought I was nailing this. I was like, oh, we got to break out a nub. My rhombus kind of analysis here. This could be ugly for nub if it continues.
Rhombus is the only thing I'm up on. If that's really gonna like break my break myself mentally. Down 35% on Bowden. Dumb.
Dude, there's like new tokens dropping all the time on here. This is addictive, dude.
Yes, that's why like you gotta kind of step back sometimes.
What happened to duck to a buck? Fucking down 40%.
I'm just aping blindly into one of these things.
You know what duck to a buck means? It means my fucking 20 Solana in there is gonna be worth a buck by the time the shit's done.
I just bought this game cat thing, and I'm just on this BullX terminal. The market cap is $8,000.
What the fuck are you doing?
I like it.
Just see what happens, dude. I feel like
you gotta get in early, right, Nick?
You gotta get in early, dude. This is my money making opportunity right here, man. I'm just looking at there's 6 buys, 0 sales on this thing. This is the type of
how much is the dev own? How much does the dev own?
How do I find? How do I
know about that tab yet? Easy.
Oh, he's still learning.
Wait,
holders.
The buys are the dev and his 4 friends.
Can you walk me through this real quick? So hold on, I'm gonna go to BullX. This is Game Cat. Where do I get? Hold on, let me see if I can.
So hold on. So you bought into a token that had only six buys,
but 0 sales. That's important.
9 buys now. So this is looking promising. So okay,
we are not endorsing this token, by the way. This is
I'm getting wrecked right now.
Woo! That dev just said, "I'm buying a hamburger for lunch. Thanks."
I'm down 36% right now, which is promising. So, okay. So I'm looking at this token. How do I see what the dev position is? Easy.
Easy's muted, but it's okay. If
You
I
see the order
expand my
right there?
screen,
Sorry.
holders, click holders tab. And then I have no clue. And then it's supposed to be, the dev's supposed to be a certain color. Oh no, is that the dev right there?
Dev?
No, that's top holders. Scroll up. Oh, the dev's already out. Go over to the order book, the far left one. So see that fifth one down with that little orange icon and the big red?
50 seconds ago, the
That's
dev sold a stack.
The one right next to it is the
So
dev
the
icon.
dev
Right
is
after next
fully
spot.
out?
Yes, the dev completely sold.
That's good. That's good, right? Because it just means it's decentralized now.
This is, dude.
It's
This
in the
is
hands of the people. It's a
this is
community coin.
exactly. This is a community takeover right here. $5,800 is the position on this.
But dude, in Pakistan is fucking dumped on your ass, dude.
What
I don't know.
did you say?
This
I
is
said some
back
dude in
under
Pakistan. I thought it'd be funnier. I don't know.
a guy. It's so is that a $6,000 market cap?
The dev sold, dude. That means the token's zero. Like you can literally just get your position out because it's on a bonding curve.
But he can now become the not real dev, but the contract. He could be the leader.
Or what if I just buy more?
Yeah, I guess you could. So
I'm
Nick, can
down
you actually go over?
37%. You know what? I just bought another soul.
Oh my god, Nick, you see the right side there where it says on that right side you have stats, checks, in my position. Lower right side.
Sorry. Stats, checks. Yep.
Click my position.
Okay. Well, this isn't. I'm not using
It
it with
hasn't
this
updated.
one.
Oh, you're using it on.
I was using BonkBot to buy this contract.
Okay, which is fine. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm down. I'm now down 15%.
That's good. You bought and averaged up.
So this is good. I think this is but why doesn't it show that I bought a soul though? Is this the one that it shows that I just bought?
that might be yours. You have to know what your BonkBot wallet is, and then that'll show. And there, it doesn't show the wallet address.
I don't know, man. I think it's 7,000.
Oh, you might be up. You might be up now that everyone is buying this because they saw you buy it.
This is, dude. Look at this. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Easy.
Yeah, and people are putting in some money, dude. 2.09 soul, 0.9801, 0.9801, 0.9801. That looks like just like.
So what does this need to get to in order to move over to a radium here?
67K market cap.
Someone bought 2 soul. Look at that.
So Nick, you know who else is in the trenches with you right now?
Who?
Andrew Tate.
Yeah, he is.
He just bought 10K of fuck Madonna coin because fuck Madonna, never selling diamond hands. What's next?
I love that. It's kind of like the Bitcoin Shiba Inu.
Why did you say he's in the trenches with me? He doesn't own GameCat.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But he's in fuck Madonna, which has a $2 million
Look
market
at
cap.
these whales. Look at these whales hopping in. Easy. People are dropping 1 and 2 soul in here. 2 soul. 2 soul. Dude, this is the fucking future. Why are people... Someone's calling me. This is the SEC contacting me. Hold on 1 second.
Probably the lawyer saying, "What the fuck are you doing?"
The lawyer. The lawyer is calling him. Hey, Nick, are you pumping a? All right. Okay, so let's. I want to move on here and talk very briefly around just NFTs in general and maybe a little bit of Solana NFTs. Easy. I always like to do a little 7-day summary on what we've got going on.
Sorry, I thought I was muted. My apologies.
You were muted.
You were muted. Easy. Claynosaurs. Why is it up 49% in the last 7 days? What's going on? Do you know?
Fundraising.
Yeah, I mean, they're dropping a game. They were on a space yesterday, had some good alfalfa, I will say, some good insight on it, which I'm excited about. I think that this one is one that's like the game 5 meta is still heating up, and I think that they're going to continue to crush with it. Yeah.
So they're launching a game?
Yeah, mobile game.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, which I'm excited about. I think it'll do well, personally.
Got it. Okay. The other one I wanted to ask about was Retardio
Cousins. Yeah, dude. Retardio Cousins is cooking.
65% in the last 7 days.
Oh, the kid changed his PFP to a Retardio cousin.
Rich the kid did?
Yep.
What?
Rich
That's
the
a
Kid.
rapper, right? Or singer?
Yeah, drop the meme
musician?
coin. Drop the meme
Plug.
coin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
plug
that's cool, man. Good
plug
for him.
walk.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that
hey.
song. Yeah.
Yeah. Good
So
song.
he's in
Good
the
song.
Retardio Cousins. Okay. On the Solana NFT front in general, Easy, what I was thinking about is I'm trying to actually maybe roll my profits into some my blast profits if they do come into some NFTs. How are you thinking about Solana NFTs in general? Is there a world like what would need to happen in order for Solana NFTs to come back? Do you think? I was looking at like Mad Lads at 10 grand are kind of interesting. So I'm just
I
curious.
like where Mad Lads are at. It's just catalysts. Like I think Claynosaurs are probably one of the more interesting ones. They're going to announce a fundraise here. That's kind of been like the worst kept secret, which I think is actually pretty good.
They posted about it publicly.
Yeah, and we just don't know when it's going to happen. So it's like we don't know what the raise amount is. We don't know who's leading the round, but it seems like that'll be pretty substantial, which they're hoping for some level of trickle down effect. So I'm excited about Claynos for sure.
8 million, $75 million market cap.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Mad Lads at 65 is really interesting. Like really interesting. I like Backwoods here with the Leaf token coming out in the near future. That's interesting to me. Galactic Gecko is also up 87% on the day. So like the Geckos have continued to dominate. Genuine Articles, their founder's been on Spaces pushing for an NFT season and what he thinks can bring that back. So that's another one that I'm like watching optimistically here. Your Froganas are up 5%.
Let's go.
How are 404s doing?
They're not doing bad. Slap City's like kind of the leader right now because they dropped a game. And that's one that I'm like, we finally got some gameplay involved with it, which I'm excited about. There's Go-Go Knots coming up in the near future. I think some people are excited about that. Brought to you by the team from Rove World ticketing app. So that's one that a lot of people are watching optimistically as well. You still have like Mutanmon at 1.1. You have Mall Street, another 404. Both are doing all right. Mall Street's up 11% to half a soul. Mutanmon's up 2% to 110. So not too shabby. And I still think there's going to be a pretty big opportunity for 404s in general. Once you continue to see more people try new stuff, Beanie's been bull posting Solana 404s. Really? So like, yeah, he's trying to get on the wave for it, which,
I could see that being, a turnaround thing.
It's
I
just
mean,
like
NFTs they're harder execution than a Pump.fun meme coin. There's just more time involved in making this all happen. There's just, so if there's
he posted at 10 p.m. last night. Talking to founders building on Solana makes me very bullish on some of these projects as they break new ground, particularly with NFT technology, as some real cool stuff can be done that goes well beyond what we've seen with 404s. Thinking the next meta is right around the corner. So it seems like he's also a fan of 404s. It's just something new. Like we've been waiting for something new for so long now. And I think 404s, if done properly and like we get innovative use cases for it, we're going to see some awesome stuff. Like that's the big thing.
Here's what you got to do, Easy. Pump.fun 404. Smash that shit together. Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. I don't know if the tech's there for that yet, but I think once it is, it'll be electric. Clement, if you're buying something though, I'd buy a Remelia.
Remilio on ETH.
Yeah.
So
no wonder Easy's making so much money. He's in the Miladies, man.
Oh,
yeah.
That's how he's making 68K in a hole because he probably knew the guys that hacked the Twitter.
Right when I bought my Remelios, I got added to like 15 Milady telegrams when I posted it. I haven't even been able to look at half of them.
I know a guy that's deep in the Milady game. He told me to buy DMT at $1, and it's $100.
Dude, the Miladies cook. The Miladies cook.
I lost money on that token, guys. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. I thought that was the future of finance, and I'm getting fucked on this.
It's okay.
You know what they say? Pluribus unum, buyer beware.
Mm-hmm. That is what they say. Exactly. Okay. So Easy. What's your bull take or your bull thesis on the Remilio babies, real quick?
He's trying not to laugh. I said that. E pluribus unum.
Avada Kedavra, it's how it works here. Just nice and simple, man. It's nice and simple. Straightforward,
baby.
Yeah. Do unto others. The golden rule, baby. Golden rule. That's it. Dump onto others as you would be dumped on. The meme coin rule. That's it. The bull case is simple. Miladies go to 10 ETH, Remelias go to 4. That's it. It's that simple.
All right,
that's the only thesis you need. Dude, this entire cycle right now is dictated by meme coins, and so many people are like, NFTs are going to come back.
And I feel like didn't Miladies pump hard last summer when meme coins were cooking? Like it's almost like meme coin, like Miladies are more
tweeted
correlated.
A meme of a Milady and they went to 9 ETH.
Yeah, I remember that. That was wild.
That's the thing is like the Miladies are just a cult. Like, that's the thing. They're literally just a cult. And if meme coin season is the season that's going to continue to have legs here, and that's where retail actually enters, like, dude, we're seeing celebrities drop pump funds. You can't tell me at this point that meme coins are going to cool down. It's way easier to get in and out of these trades. I think meme coins are going to be what is like the retail trade of this cycle. Personally.
I think there's a ton of innovation still to be had on it. I think people are going to do some cool shit here in the next cycle. Or this cycle, rather. Sorry.
I'm very excited about NFTs in general. I'm trying to figure out for the first time, literally since in over a year and a half, I have profits. I have additional. I've made money basically in crypto, so I'm trying to figure out where to allocate it. I'm like,
it's a new feeling for you, huh?
It's a brand new feeling for me where I'm sitting on like a 10x almost. I'm sitting on like $40,000 that I didn't have a month ago.
Damn.
So,
how'd you make that all?
A big win.
It's a big win. Pac Moon, Fantasy Top, Blast Gold. If Blast Gold pans out and I get like a,
you're counting that in the 40,000?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
count your chickens before they hatch.
Like the other thing is, Pac Moon, I straight up have like $30,000. So I'm nervous about it because it's like way too much of my portfolio.
Yeah, I would sell it all right now.
Just red wick it. Just completely fuck my liquidity providing. Just red wick this shit straight.
You're going to get volume fees off it.
Yeah, but it'll probably go out of range.
My issue is I'm bullish on it. I think it's going to continue to go up, but
then trim it.
Yeah.
Sell 10K. Sell 10K right now. Now you got 10K liquidity to go make some other moves with.
You go buy a Remilio for 5.
You can buy that token that I just bought that is now below the lowest price it's ever been.
Clemente, definitely, like if you have a chunk and you're like getting butterflies about it, definitely like trim and realize and just turn some of that into like fiat, USDC, whatever, and park that somewhere else. Then whatever, like maybe take a chunk of that, put that in Bitcoin, like whatever's going to make you sleep at night. Okay. Because if you're starting to get those butterflies, that's the feeling that a lot of us had in the last cycle. Didn't sell any of it and then ended up round tripping. So
I got butterflies. I got butterflies about it. All right, good call.
Kill the butterflies and trim them.
Yeah. Signal, what's the soccer tournament going on in Europe right now? Euro Cup?
Oh, the Euros. No, the Euros. It's gonna be that's like after the World Cup, the Euros, and that's like a big thing over here.
Big
like
thing,
I know,
right?
Yeah, it's huge. So I think like this whole meme coin thing is just going to kick off the back of that. I know Clemente was saying you're excited for NFTs. I'm not. I'm absolutely not excited for them.
It's meme coins, dude.
Except if they're on ordinals. Only ordinals and Sol, and my number one will be ordinals when we get back into the NFT narrative. And I'm happy to position myself for when ordinals just shoot off. But I am not excited to be going into anything else, even remotely,
unless there's like a catalyst, right? Signal or like something that like gets that. We have to feel the energy. The energy's dead in the room.
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
totally.
Pull up my screen, Clemente.
All right, before we wrap, we're gonna pull up Kicks the screen. I have no idea what this is.
I didn't buy any of this, but I saw Tyler Durden on Twitter tweet about this.
Yeah. Well-known conspiracy theorist.
But I think this is like a player in the Euro Cup.
So. Kicks, in the last 2 days, I've been shilled a variety of different European country tickers.
Okay, but I want Euro Cup tickers.
Well, the
correlation. Those are
they
the
play
tickers.
in the Euro.
The countries play in the Euros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically like if you think a team's gonna do well and they like whatever team wins the Euro, that ticker probably cooks.
I like that.
Oh, yeah. And if there's any like player of the tournament kind of thing, like Mbappe or any of those kind of
tickets.
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah. So an Mbappe ticker already launched.
Okay.
It did like a 300x and then they rugged. So you're going to see
British's
a lot of that.
top player? Who's Britain's top player?
British's top player.
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney?
No.
Sounds like a baseball player, a hockey player.
This is good.
David Beckham.
No,
he doesn't play anymore.
Dude,
help me out, Signal.
Oh god, they're all foreigners. All the ones I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Kane. What is it? Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham. So, are you trying
Jude's
to find
already live?
I mean,
Kane is a good one. Kane is a good one.
Raheem Sterling.
No, that's not how you spell Harry Kane.
No, it's with a K. You could go like Raheem Sterling.
There we go. Here we
like
go.
where my money would be.
So Nick, what Kix is trying to do is find a European soccer player that might do well in the Euro Cup and buy a meme coin correlated to him. Very interesting.
I get the thesis.
Do not Google Harry.
I explained something like that to someone yesterday, and they were so offended. They were like, "Yeah, I understand like how the world works or something."
All right. Well, I like the thesis, but we're gonna wrap on that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. One more shout out to our partners over at Tensor. Go check them out at tensor.trade. Easy and I are also going to be doing a stream today with the Honeyland team, talking about their upcoming or their mint that's already live for a little raffle where you can win some Genesis eggs, some exciting stuff there, and check in on their mobile game that's absolutely dominating. Don't miss out. 3 p.m. Eastern. We're also doing a little bit of a giveaway
Jude
there.
Bellingham's a good one. That's a
as
good
well.
Yeah,
thank you guys. If you're listening on YouTube, give us a like, subscribe. If you're listening on Twitter, give us a follow up, Bodagos ENT. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a